The 2025 word of the year. Levity.
Check, check. Should be at normal levels. I don't know. Going live, baby. It's Friday. Mic normal. Music should be normal. I don't know. It's actually up a little higher than it usually is. I don't know. Smash a like, subscribe. Let's hype it up, guys. It's Friday. Let's go. It's Friday again. Here we are. Bitcoin at 91.3 as it has been. Crypto man, what is there to say every day? I come on here and sometimes there's not a lot to say. It's been the story so far kind of this month, of the last month. Other markets are moving though. Another prediction came true since the last stream. Uranium blasting off to all-time highs. We predicted it would be the next metal to break all-time highs, and it did. Shout out to you guys for bringing me uranium. I wasn't even looking at it. You put it on my radar, as you so often do. I made some changes from the hardware, so we'll figure out how well this works today. The screen behind me is now 4K. It's never been 4K, and it might turn out really weird looking and pixelated. Let me know if there's anything wrong. Pickle, you were saying the audio on the music is low, which I don't understand. It should be. It's like right where it always is decibel-wise. I don't know, man. We'll figure it out. It's Friday. Low key, let's just look at charts. Let's chill. Whatever you got, bring it to my attention. I'm sure there'll be plenty of time, more than plenty of time, to check everything out. So maybe we'll start here. CME gaps. I feel like the music's even loud. It's up higher than it usually is. How is it now? Audio is choppy. That's not good. Let me try something. Yeah, there could be all kinds of problems. We got a lot of new stuff running. You never know. Let me try this. This has worked in the past. And if not, you know, we'll just screw it. We'll just keep going. So, CME. Last time we streamed, we were looking at the CME gap down at 90.2. We talked about it being a potential long scalp entry, and it's printing. I mean, it printed. Price traded down to that 90.2 on CME yesterday. We've seen it rebound. Candle's currently green, not up a lot on that trade. Fractions of a percent. No, 1.6%. Not too bad. This chart definitely needs to be bigger. Dude, everything's so small because it's 4K now. That looks like a little bit better. Up about 1.5% on that. Swap it over to spot. You see the same thing happened. We even lined this up on Coinbase's chart. Looking at about 89.6. We got some fills on the wicks on the hourly, right back to the yearly VWAP. Currently battling it out. We did see a higher high off a higher low on low time frames. That's good. Feeling much more comfortable above that year, the 2026 VWAP. This blue line right here. Like I said, battling it out. I'm going to feel better above it. But the longs so far, 1.8% on spot. That's not too bad considering we've seen Bitcoin pretty much range bound in like a 5% area. 1.8%. Not too bad. Not bad at all. Pretty decent. I said, actually, it's not even decent. Solid. Great trade. Great trade to anyone who took it. You definitely caught the wick here. And what are we looking for now? Following the same analysis we've been looking at for 2 weeks. Test of 94.8, 94.6. Any higher low, that's what we were looking for here, just under 90,000, and a retest back to 94.6. We want to see this resistance hammered over and over and over again. We want to see it eaten away and eventually give way for the bulls to push price back to the 200-day moving average, about 107K in that area. Nothing has changed. Not a lot's changed at all. Finally got your turbo for the S10. Let's go, bro. Look at this guy splurging on a turbo in these hardest of times. No, I'm just kidding. Congrats, my friend. That's dope. I think I probably feel the same way about new computer hardware as you feel about that turbo. It's like, I just want it. I just want it. Now I have it. Gives me that dopamine. Total crypto market cap, same thing. We're looking for, again, at a crappy close by the end of the week. We just can't seem to find bids, right? Monday, we did get a rally. Turned out to be a false move Monday, I'll say. It did reverse into Tuesday, into the rest of the week sold off, but maybe not. We are lower than Monday started, but the the daily here, I don't think is bad. Obviously mirroring Bitcoin, but this higher low, if we can hold it into the weekend, we are looking for retesting again into the next week and potentially breaking out into the end of January. That'd be solid. Gold is on track for more all-time highs, surprising no one. I still have the 20x long on gold open, waiting patiently. Might close out at 5K. We'll see. Metals breaking out into this new yearly candle could be a signal that we are looking for more continuation than initially thought. 5K could be low. We could see the metals run into 2026. We could see just another year back-to-back greens on these. So I'm going to be monitoring that closely. Probably what I'll be looking for is a break of all-time high on gold. I'll move my stop loss up to even and or for a little bit of profit, and it's around like the 4,300 area. But on a break of that, I would be expecting maybe a back test of 4,500 at some point. Wherever we go, back test of 4,500. And so moving my stop up to somewhere around here, probably a solid play. Retesting 4380 or the previous all-time high, likely going to be a bearish signal after a break, retest, and run. So I think that's logical there on gold. Sky's the limit, man. Sky's the limit. At the moment, 5,000 is the sky, but I guess we just see what happens into this year. I have a bet in my tinfoil hat theory that China and maybe other actors are pushing metals up to perhaps pop that AI bubble early. I don't know what else is going on. I think metals started running and it just became obvious. Computer hardware is exploding. It could double again in price by the end of the year. We saw RAM double in price, easy, maybe quadruple in price in 3 months at the end of the year. Solid state drives are now following suit. We saw graphics cards in 21 blow up, never really came back down. Graphics cards still elevated. don't think they've made like a push in price really in the same way, but they had that push in price 5 years ago and never came back down. Computers and chips, just everything to do with hardware, I think is going to continue to accelerate this year. And I don't see how you don't see that as a driver of inflation. I feel like it has to happen. More and more, everything we do runs on chips. Our fridges are smart fridges now. Our I don't know, like our bed stands are smart bed stands now. Everything has to have chips in it and has to be jammed full of AI for some reason. And so, man, gonna be interesting. Gonna be interesting. We already saw copper break out to all-time highs. It has settled back down, but definitely a scary thought to see something as fundamental as copper hit all-time highs and hold it. You can see last time we hit all-time highs here, sold off right away back to, I don't know, supply, demand. And man, this time acting a little bit different here, looking to hold on to those gains. And when copper goes up, I imagine everything goes up. Hard way around it. Stocks at all-time high yet again. It's bonkers, dude. In the almost 10 years now, I can say 10 years in crypto, like next year. Holy shit, decade. Oh wow, that's a. We'll get to that later. I've never seen anything like this. I've shared this with you guys before. Bitcoin, crypto, doing nothing, being boring, while virtually everything else continues to climb in price is a weird scenario. I don't have experience with it. Never had observations. Never seen anything like this. I'm not really sure what to do with it. Stocks are now and have been since this week at the 1618 extension, 6,957. On the last stream, we talked about potentially shorting it. I said I wouldn't short it, but if I was going to take a play at this point, it would have to be a short. We're at all-time high. We're basically at a projected resistance. Going long here is just longing into the green, and that's just not the way I trade. Certainly, I think that could be successful. A position taken here into the end of the year is likely green. However, I think that there is almost certainly in 2026 an opportunity to get in lower. Still looking at 61.63. That's only 11% down from here. That's really not actually that crazy, but I still think there's an opportunity there in the year. You may see as high as 7,500 first. We'll find out. Find out in real time. But yeah, dude, I just don't know what to do with this. Stocks continue climbing, metals continue climbing, yet crypto and Bitcoin not doing anything. What's happening? We're going to find out eventually what's happening. Uranium, that's what we were getting at. Uranium, all-time high, 6,700. Right here, opening high, wicking, and closing the gap already. Making the break and retest on a single daily candle. Uranium could be, for the right trader, at an entry. About 6,300. This is already a break, already a retest. I think with a tight enough stop loss, uranium could be a long play. I don't know how you play uranium. I'm not really sure. Probably there's futures on it. Maybe that's the way you do it. Certainly don't think you're buying and selling spot. Let's get with my headphones today. Not hearing myself enough. There we go. Probably not buying and selling spot there. I don't know. I'm going to buy a few bars of uranium to keep in my safe. Yeah. What was it? Tillin. McPooch, my man. I know you're probably here. There you are. ASML, there you are. We looked at this on Wednesday and I said I can't in good conscience say that this is a long yet. We're looking for something very specific on ASML, and that does seem to be what we are getting. Today we have broken out of our ascending trend. Here we are, 1,273. Looking for some kind of move or continuation to the upside, and then almost the same play we've been talking about here on many assets like uranium, the back test, the retest, roughly at probably Monday's price, 1,250. Likely seeing a move into next week up to the 1,500-ish range. Of course, these things could play out in a different order, but this is, here we go. Looking good. Looking good here. We are in what I would say is a very ugly pattern without the breakout here. Without today's price action, this was not looking awesome. But here we are. We got the breakout, looking for a sustained move up to 1,450. Back testing 1,250. I think that's an awesome play. I think this could be a really solid play. You guys love this, I guess. ASML Holdings. Sponsored ADR, I don't even know. You guys said they make the chips, or they make the machines to make the chips. Seems like a good business. Seems like a good business. But no, what's interesting is when Bitcoin is running, the Bitcoin miners, it's almost the same thing. I guess no, it'd be like Bitmain, the people who make the mining machines, right? Yeah. I was gonna say miners don't seem to always like correlate with price going up, and like kind of same with, I guess, gold. When gold goes up, miners go up, but like it's not a huge correlation. But this is actually one more step beyond that, right? This is like making the machines to mine, not mining itself. If I'm getting this right, if they're making the chips. This looks good though. Looks solid. We talked about what, some bear div on our highs for the week, maybe. Bear div all the way back here on the RSI, but I'm not worried. Not worried about it. I think it's gonna break it. It's gonna shrug that off. Looking at money flow, like this thing's just a beast, dude. VWAP's up, money flow's up, momentum's up. There is very little, in my opinion, that is not pointing up for ASML. It looks like what I wish Bitcoin was doing. Everything stole our bull run and everything is terrible. I hate it all. It's all garbage. Beautiful. Definitely going to be following ASML more. This might become one of my favorite charts. We'll see what happens over the next week. Looking for that push and back test, giving us an entry, and man, that's going to be worthy of following for sure. SPX aluminum. We're looking at aluminum, dude. It's like, I guess we're just a metals channel now. That's so boring. Aluminum breaking out. So we made the call. Uranium was the next all-time high. We made the call of copper. Made it now uranium. Here we go. Not a bad bet. I do also want to say copper hitting all-time highs is frightening, but I think aluminum hitting all-time high, no, I don't know if this really is. It only goes back to 2021. I'm struggling to find pricing before that. I'd imagine that this would be an all-time high. An even scarier concept. Aluminum is like our cheap alternative to everything. What happens if aluminum becomes expensive? I don't know if you're following. I don't know if you guys are feeling this, but the trend is everything is getting expensive. Everything. The things that were supposed to be cheap are getting expensive. Silver, wildly undervalued, obviously now in hindsight, but was like the cheap thing. Gold was even relatively cheap. Now aluminum is like our junk metal for cheap crap. It's like a step above plastic, and it has put on some serious gains, at least for it, right? Since the year's low, it is up 36%. Aluminum, gold, silver, uranium, copper. What are we gonna build things out of? Plastic, I guess. Plastic is not great for chips, though. I wonder what the cost. Can we get spot cost of silicone? I wonder. More for turning your cans. True, they're scamming us now in those cans. We need to get more. Unobtainium, still at all-time highs. Believe it or not, DOS Speech. Unobtainium has remained at all-time highs forever in its golden bull run. Wheat, corn, and cotton yet to break out. I don't know the order of operations here, but I mean, let's be real. I feel like they have to break out. I don't think there's a reality where these things don't break out now. It's all the things that never were supposed to break out and never break out, and low volatility are all doing so. And then the craziest high volatility thing, crypto, is not present. Maybe it's just warming up to make the greatest pump ever. Could be. Who was saying that Dark Side was like, can I short now when you go live? It always goes down. There you go, bud. I said, easy money. There you are. Hopefully you're making that easy money right now. What's up, Tromer? Subscribing. Welcome, my friend. Great to remind everyone out there on every platform, if you're watching this right now, in real time or in the future, subscribe, join our fam. Hit the button. It costs you nothing. We are live daily. I don't know. We're live all the time. We've been doing it forever. Coming up on 7 years. Join us. Doing the analysis on whatever's exciting, whatever's moving. Keeping it real, keeping it logical, genuine. Not shilling you things. trying our best to keep you guys safe. God, Bitcoin, dude, what? Like, I don't think this is gonna happen. But if Bitcoin just like doesn't do anything for like 6 more months, what are we gonna do? Crypto numbers for engagement and viewership is already so low. Like, what are we gonna do? It's gonna be nobody. It's just gonna be like me watching myself, maybe. What's gonna happen? I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna turn into stocks and metals channel. That sounds like a nightmare. I don't want that to happen. Has anything happened on any time frame? Like double top on the weekly, slightly higher high, back down, tested 90.5, our weekly resistance here. Now we're back up. Does not look super hopeful for this weekly close, does it? 91.5 to turn green. I think we are green on the month and year, which is good. We're still bullish engulfing November, December at 90.3. High wick. Oh my god, boys. Oh my god. We can look at some altcoins. We can look at whatever. Check it, Hut 8 mining. We can look at Hut 8. A metals, I agree, Lion. A metals channel is not, in fact, metal. House prices. Is there a good house index? That'd be interesting. We've charted all kinds of stuff over the past. In 2020, we were charting COVID numbers. Like we can chart anything that has a ticker. Strongest metal China has. The strongest Chinese metal is aluminum. Oh, MATIC is up 14%. Yeah, we can look at MATIC poll. Hell yeah. MATIC is the biggest gainer in the top 300 over the last 24 hours at 14.4%. Coming just under that. Giggity, that's what she said. Pumped Up Fun. Their garbage coin. Does anybody own Pump? Their coin? Did anyone buy that? Okay, this is not the history. Give me the MATIC index, son. Here we go. Yep, this is why it's important. This is why it's important to get the full history. Like, you go to just Paul USD and you get this, right? That doesn't look so bad, actually. This is certainly not in a bullish trend here, but this snippet of time looks like it's something that wants to reverse. Break to the upside. Then you zoom out and you see the whole thing and you're like, okay, well, that's rough. It's just that snippet. So, Paul, MATIC, whatever. Doesn't even matter what you call it. Up 14% today, but on the week is still down. Rough. Wait a minute. Never mind. This is, again, I'm fooled by the chart. Dude, I hate that they did this. Bro, that's not... This is polymath, dude. Namaste. I feel like they're making it harder and harder to find the full history. You don't get to just rename your coin and change your chart. Like, you don't... that's not how it works. You can't just be like, no, now we're Paul. And so all of the chart... No, man, that's not how it works. Resistance and support, like, it all still exists. It exists because of the actions of participants in the market over time. People are still stuck at whatever price they were stuck in. Doesn't matter if you change the ticker. This is annoying. Sends it. Oh, dude, that's so stupid. I hate you, chart. I absolutely hate you. I hate you. I almost like don't want to look at this anymore because of this. I guess we'll just do the lower time frames. I mean, it does have, like, you have some impact on things because this is what people are looking at. But it doesn't change it. It's just so shady when people do this. So fucking grifty. No matter how you look at it, you see a descending channel on this snippet of time frame. God, I'm so annoyed by that. Descending channels are something that we typically look to break to the upside. Obviously, in a downtrend right now, all we have is lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Up 14% today, but still well below, I don't know. Well below the highs of September, right? October 10th rebound. I'm going to find a full history of it. They won't escape me. They won't escape it. Get some market cipher B on there. You got a little upside action here. We see that on price, obviously, but we see money flow rolling over here. Momentum has crossed the zero line on the day for the first time since October 9th. VWAP is up. RSI definitely heated on the daily time frame. Dude, using this 4K screen, like, I like it, but it's gonna take a while to get used to. Weekly. Weekly, not looking that bad either. All right, maybe we are looking for a more meaningful retracement. VWAP up on those time frames too. 20 cents. Here we go. 20 cents looking solid in the next week or so. 20 cents. Currently 15. That's a solid gain. 19.5 to 20. If it can't get there, dude, it's just so cooked. Crypto is a joke now. It does feel that way, but it's not a funny joke. MATIC ghost chain, yeah. There's a bunch of them. There's a bunch. Yep, I lost my whole chart of MATIC. I can't believe they took it down. It is so shady, though. It's so shady to remove all of that. I wonder if some places kept it. Here's at least a little bit more from capital.com. Wow. Dude, this is such a manipulated chart. Look how manipulated this is. This is bullshit. This is the oldest history now that I can find. And look at this. It's just like that low, the double bottom tap. Like just trying to make the chart look like there's liquidity. Like, here, this is my opinion of it. I think that there's probably upside at some point. I think you're looking for a dead cat bounce here. Like, this chart is in a descending channel. Looking for something, right? Looking for some kind of upside. Just to relief. But I can't trust it. I can't trust this at all. Especially from crypto.com. Crypto.com, and like, this is one, it's one thing if, I don't know, render renamed to render, which is kind of, it's shady too. But crypto.com has done this over and over again. It used to be Monaco or whatever, MCO, and then that became like something, like migrated that in a way, and they like changed the supply, and then they became MATIC, and then MATIC shit the bed, and their chart was terrible, and then they changed it to Polygon, and then they got them to like remove the chart to look crap. Like, it is obvious that whatever they do with coins, like, I don't want to touch it. I'm never gonna buy any of their bullshit ever again. I mean, it's been many years since I have, but like, I won't fall for this shit again. I won't. I understand that many of us, myself included, I still have bags of this, have these coins, and so we like want to, keep up with them. But dude, what the F? This is like the last straw for me, because fool me once, fool me twice. Like, how many times does he fool me until it's like, all right, bro, like I'm done with this. I'm good. I keep typing in poly. That's my bad. I can't believe that TradingView doesn't have like an index for this. That it makes me think, and this is all speculation, I don't know. It makes me think that Crypto.com has like lobbied or, you know, like, I don't know, threatened or paid like TradingView to take it off. I just don't know how any other way that this would fly. Yep, it's like the only thing you can find. Shit. Actually, Fed balance sheet. Let's look at that. We have the FOMC coming up at the end of the month. Sorry for your screens. Fed balance sheet. Here we are. This is interesting. We ended quantitative easing or ended quantitative tightening in December. Wow, but it doesn't actually look like it. Did we get bamboozled again? I did tell you guys that quantitative tightening would not instantly shut off December 1st or whatever. There's unwinding periods, maturity dates for assets, etc. But it's not really what I expected. Quantitative tightening was the reduction of the balance sheet. We saw just in December, I guess, into the end of December, we saw that trend stop. In fact, easing a bit, even though you wouldn't call it quantitative easing yet. And now, what, January 1st? Back down trend? What is actually happening there? I don't know. I'll have to look this up. But in a quantitative easing cycle, we would expect something more like this. Yeah, the upside movement. It looked like it started, but we also saw something like this. Wow, what is happening here? February of 23 into March, and the same thing happened. We'll follow that more. Keep up to date with that. That is weird. Why would the government would lie to us? Das Peach, I am equally shocked as you. Even just saying these things, I'm shocked. Shocked, I tell you. If I had pearls, I would be clutching them. Because what? Huh? Impossible. This is some bullshit price action. Dude, it looks like more of the same. This was cancer, man. This looks like more of the same. It's like high, sideways, high, sideways, high. Bart. Oh, get excited. Get excited. I think it's safe to say oscillators have cooled off. We need a higher low here. Look at that touch. Right at our entry. I mean, that long was slick. No matter what happens, that long was still a slick play. 20's crossed over the 50-day. Price has tested the cross. It's always nice to see the cross tested. I feel as if when that's happened in the past, the crosses have played out more viably. How are you still leaking water bottle? How are you still leaking? Yeah. Here we are. Right here. What else were we looking at? I said I would pull something up for you guys. I just forgot. I was like, yeah, we could. Oscillators or ocelots? Ocelots would be better. It's like, let me go back. What's up, Arnold? Watching from the Philippines. What's up, brother? What's up, Crypto Steve-O, Verhoofty, Seaton? Scam deep. Dude, so scam. What's up, Baron? Quality Crypto. A lot of you got hit by that. Dude, same. VHF. What's that, lasers? Tin is outperforming Bitcoin. Well, I mean, almost everything is out. Bitcoin has lost against inflation last year, which is the thing that just like doesn't even fucking make sense. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It's very disappointing. Jennifer Moffat. We're all there. We're all there with you, Jen. Crypto has absolutely been disappointing. 2025 was supposed to be like the biggest year. Supposed to be like the year. And it just wasn't. It's nothing. Elf stock and Archer. Nice, John. The bearish, the like universal bearishness though, it makes me suspend belief. Like, how can everyone be feeling it? I feel like I was saying it here too though. But how can everybody be feeling down and like it actually go down? That would be so strange. You would have been better off absolutely last year in stocks. You would have been better off in cash than Bitcoin last year. I cannot believe that it went down. 4K camera next. I think this is a DLSR. This is like a Sony. It is 4K. The problem is that my stream to you isn't in 4K. So you can't see it in 4K. STF Pulse is amazing. Nah, I'm good. I'm good on that. That's all you've ever said, really. Oh, housing or go to CoinMarketCap, said Super Finance Bro about it. Yeah, we could, but I want a chart. Emo8 choosing to watch your stream over the protests in Minneapolis. You want to go join them, but you can't today. That's all right, man. Stand up for what you believe in. Everyone, like, you believe in something, stand up for it. I believe in crypto. It's hard to stand up for it. No, it's hard. It's hard. You can chart the world. Housing prices. Hut 8. Dino Mike. I didn't forget. There it is. I knew there was like something I forgot. Yeah, you can support law and order for sure. Protesting is a fundamental American thing, though. It is not against law and order. Hut 8. Is this the whole thing? Yes, it will go to NASDAQ. Interesting. Interesting that Hut 8 would be performing. Moving back to 2021 highs. Like this is moving back to 21 highs. This is going to its NASDAQ all-time high. 82. Interesting. I would never in a million years have guessed that this would be doing well. I would assume that this would be cratered. Let's see this actually. Let's do Hut 8. Let's do this against Spot. Right? Yeah, that is not the chart I expected. It was an all-time high, obviously, but not the chart I would have expected. That is something. This kind of looks... How much time do we have on this one? 15. This kind of looks a little obvious here, right? This high. Something, right? Maybe you come down here. Huh. That's spicy, though. Oh, this is 20 time. So its valuation against Bitcoin, it has lost. But it does look like it's trying to make up that ground. This is a very interesting chart to me. Who would have guessed that like Bitcoin mining would be up? I wouldn't have. Maybe just pulled up by the NASDAQ? I don't know. You might be right. You might be right, Dead and Sneed. Hope not. I love America. I love this country. I don't love what has happened to it over the last decade. You know, I don't like the direction it's gone. But I do love this country. This is what I'm born here, man. This is giving me everything. Hopefully, good people will get it back on track. That's my hope. I'm a bullish guy. I don't know even what to do with this. You've broken out. I mean, looking for that previous all-time high is a solid play. I wouldn't be surprised to find sellers there, especially as this ecosystem's so bearish. But like retest the 2021 high, maybe look for that back test, right? Same concept. Maybe look for 57s for the long. Maybe you ride that up. Definitely putting an alert there. We got anything, that'd be cool. Should we all panic sell, Gasper? You haven't panic sold already, son? I don't know. Trump coin pumping? Bro, come on now. Get serious. Hopefully, like, you just have, like, a long open or something and you're running it, because there ain't no way. There ain't no way. My lord. Same thing as crypto.com, which is funny because like this like WLD fire whatever like got in bed with crypto.com. Silence this. Yeah, I mean it's looked worse. Hit high, maybe you're holding the low here. I just don't know why you'd ever bet on this shit, dude. Like this is like this is just like a guaranteed like to go down. What is it? I'm not sure why you'd bet up on it. I think I've said it before. It's like, well, maybe you look for it like at some point to do like that, right? You look for like this relief fake out lower high like into like the forever bleed. Like, but when was the last time you ever talked about this thing? He extracted. He got his money. I don't even think he really had anything to do with it, to be honest. When are we gonna learn that like people's coins always go to zero? They always go. I can't name a single coin that like people launched, especially when they're about themselves or like, you know, like I know 𝐒𝐈𝐆𝐍. Yeah, Andrew Tate. Kanye, James Wynn's coin, like Trump, Melania, like we have never had a coin that someone launched like for them that has ever done anything except for bleed out forever. I mean, it's just like it's just like it's on you at that point. You'd buy Crown coin? I'd never rug you. I would never rug you. But I also don't know if that might not mean though that it doesn't just bleed out forever, right? I mean, if I made a coin and like never did anything, never sold any, like doesn't mean it doesn't bleed out forever. It still could. It's like a pump fund because at least it's doing something. Hemp.fun. Same thing, honestly, same thing as like Trump right now. It's like retraced a little bit higher low and like has a little green candle on it now. Friday, what did we get? We got non-farm payroll today. What happened with that? Lower than forecast. Lower than previous. Unemployment down 0.1%. Yeah, whatever. Building permits up over forecast. Consumer sentiment up over forecast, up versus previous. I don't know. That seems sure. Hourly earnings at 0.3 at expectation. Nothing really super interesting. Next week, Tuesday, core CPI. The big numbers, though. I don't know. Do we trust any of these numbers anymore? I'm not sure. New home sales, trade balance, core PPI on Wednesday. So we have a big data week next week. Big data week. Yeah, that's a silver lining, James. I agree. Nah, they didn't find any data. They just got rid of the people who were doing the data to get different data, and then just ended up getting the same data or worse data, and then shutting down the government. Pretty much. That's pretty much what happened. Pump is right at, just like right at resistance, I'd say. It did break it. This is a lower high or a higher low. Holding this, like there is a long trade to be made. I'm not gonna take it. I don't think it's a good idea, but of course you could find somewhere to long here. 0.021. You could try to long here, get the breakout, stop below the low, and have a trade thesis of I'm looking for higher highs and higher lows, and if that changes, I'm out of a long position. I think you could even look for a short position here. Maybe like right at market, something like this. Aim lower down to the low here. There you go. I'm like, I have zero confidence that Pump Not Fun this coin will ever do anything. I think this coin was just going to bleed forever. I think that the era of Pump Fun is over. I don't think it's like ever going. It's not that it won't be used or won't exist or anything like that. It's that much like maybe NFTs in 2021, that was the top. It was like the peak of it. NFTs still exist. I don't know. People are still trading them. Maybe. I don't know if they ever really did trade them or. No, I'm just kidding. They did. But like, they exist. They'll still exist. It'll still happen. But it's like, we'll never go back to the 2021 like frenzy of it, in my opinion. I think that's true of Pump Fun. Maybe there'll be another one. You know, probably be another one. But I don't see the thesis here of the long-term hold or the hopium. Pump Not Fun. Pump Net Fun. You know, I haven't looked at PENGU. You said PENGU. I know that people have asked in the past. I just like glossed over it. Let's take a look. PENGU nuked my long, so it can get wrecked. That was on October 10th, so that isn't even anything. I'm just kidding. Let's clean this up. Not a great chart. I take a shower. I went to the gym and showered. I'm itchy. Wonder why. I'm always itchy. My secret is I'm always itchy. I don't know. I'm in a weird mood. PENGU. Higher high versus December. Sure. Sure. Kind of similar maybe to Sui. You're just asking about Sui. And I say that in the sense of this looked like absolute death, like almost like a certain to break down, and instead pumped and broke a high. That just reversal of fortune, market makers pushing it out. I have seen that lead to stronger moves and reversals, basically catching everyone offside, right? It's a hard bet here for me. I absolutely wouldn't be looking for this low to be in. Even if this does play out, I think that you will get something more akin to this, right? Something where you see a lower price than today. Let's say 1 cent. Maybe 1 cent could be good. Stop somewhere below the low. I don't like that. I don't like that drawdown, honestly, but below the low. And target what? 1.7, 70% upside, risking 20% downside. That is a big old inefficient drop, and I think the weekly shows this better, right? I can see that. Very inefficient drop here. I think that the market will look to fill in that inefficiency in some capacity. 𝐒𝐈42. I assume you're a human, 𝐒𝐈, but definitely a bottish thing to say. You've realized a hard truth. While fundamental altcoins are bleeding out, meme coins are the real play this cycle. The reason I say that sounds like a bot is that sounds like a sentence that's like 3 years, was written 3 years ago or 2 years ago, maybe 1 year ago. I don't think anyone thinks meme coins are the play like right now. I don't know. Yeah, that to me, that's not clocking. I will agree that fundamentals are not doing anything, but I don't think I agree that meme coins are doing anything right now. I think that that's like behind us at this point. Probably not forever, but like currently, meme coins aren't running. Ah, here it is. He is a bot. That's why broccoli 7123.75. Dude, get out of here, bro. You're a bot. That's why broccoli stands out. This is how you know. This is how you can like confirm not to buy something. Is when on YouTube you see these copy pastas. And I will do everyone a favor. I will continue to safeguard our community by adding that ticker to the filter list. And now no bots can ever come in here and say it again. Done. Gone. Shall never be mentioned again. Don't even need to time the guy out or ban him because it's just his ability to do that is over. It is gone. Sui. We look at Sui a lot. 1000% a bot, yeah. Dude, that like sounded like a sentence written years ago. Sui hit our $2 target, has not hit 236. Virtually the same price probably as when people asked about it on Wednesday. Could look for a scalp here. 181 back to 2. I think 155 is probably the play. But there's probably a scalp there. Nice 3-to-1 RR. Back to 2. That'd be an interesting setup. I think the better play is down here. Might even be lower. This is a funky pattern. I honestly don't like this. I was a fan at the 155 long, even though we traded way below it for a long time. I was still a fan of this play to like 236. But this is looking more flat bottomed than flat topped. Broccoli spaghetti. I mean, broccoli spaghetti slaps. Broccoli on pizza slaps. Is this what a bear market feels like? Just hoping on some big news to pump? I don't know. I don't even know anymore. Because honestly, in the past, bear markets have been like full of hope. Of like, no, like not like, oh, this is so bad. The only times they felt like that was at the end of them. Was like at the very end. Like 2020, I don't know. It felt full of hope. Like every bounce, it felt like price was going to go back. Now it's like every bounce, there aren't any bounces, but when there are bounces, it certainly doesn't feel like price is going to go back. It doesn't feel like the run's still on. Into bull markets, it felt like the bear market was on. We were still in the bear market until it just ripped and went to the top. And then it would feel as if we were in a bull market until like the very bottom of the bear market, and then it would feel bearish. And this, it's felt pretty bearish since October 10th, like, you know, since October's high was in. So is this what it feels like? I don't know, man. This is not what it has felt like in the past. I can say that. It's been very different from the past. This is some itchy, scratchy dubstep. What is this market dump everyone's talking about? Well, the dump, the one they're talking about is probably from October 10th. Probably from here, this dump. That's what they're talking about. Has it dumped recently? No, it hasn't dumped at all since November 20th. We haven't dumped, at least on Bitcoin. We haven't dumped at all. Altcoins, there's been altcoins that have dumped. But. Beet, what is beet? What's the beet, man? Homemade mac and cheese, I'll take that. I like broccoli. Bat, all right, Southern Jersey. Yeah, I'm check out Bat. Haven't looked at Bat in a bit. It was doing all right. Rather beef than broccoli. Why not both? Beef, broccoli. Broccoli beef. Best thing to order at an Asian restaurant. Broccoli beef. What a coin, Bat. What a coin. I will say that Bat's chart is really unique. I'm not sure that there's another chart in crypto that goes back to 2017 that looks quite like this. I don't think it exists. Not saying it looks good. Don't get me wrong. Definitely not saying it looks good, but different. Very different. Get a little indicator on here. Get some oscillations. We're looking good. This could be a higher low. It doesn't really feel like it. I still have every single bat that I earned since 2017. Worth, I don't even know. Like $1,000 of it still. Who the hell knows? It's in an uptrend. It is uptrending since its own unique lows. This is what I mean. I don't think any coin looks like this. Like Bat's lows are in March and July, or like double bottomed. Didn't really notice what the market was doing. Like Bitcoin hit like all-time high right here. Bat just did its own thing. Sold off sold off on the 10th with the rest of the market, but like only that day, and then immediately rallied higher. So for a very short time, Bat was probably the highest returning in the market. I'm not sure I can name another coin that is above its October 8th high. Bat is. Bat might be the best performing coin since October 8th, which is a very strange thing to say. Doesn't even feel right saying it out loud. That's wild. Wildin'. It's only at 21%. Not sure what else to do with this. This looks like crap. But you are technically, yeah, you're putting in higher lows. Hold this and retest your high. Retest the high trend here. Maybe you break it. Maybe you're heading for a whole 50 cents, right? $1 if you're on fire. I don't know. It's just, this is weird. Can we pump it up? What is beat? Mang, you keep saying beat. Bro, beat, bro, beat. What is beat? What is beat? What is beat? Like the beats, the music? You just keep repeating a single word. I don't know what that means. What do you mean? This coin, this looks no good. This looks like pain. Pain. Coin has not moved. Son of a beat. Son of a beat. 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 God, that looks bad. Looks like a rug. Damn, this came out after. Wow, this is a really new coin. It came out after October's pump and crash. I wouldn't touch this thing. This thing could easily just never do anything. Timing is weird. It's like reverse here or retest your low, your all-time low. This is it. Nothing else. There's like nothing else below you. All-time low, 20 cents. Here you are. I don't think it's absurd to think this could bounce somewhere. It is down 81% since the new year. This is like speed rugging. This is it. Like, I mean, you could try to make a trade on that in that sense. It's like, this is it. I would say this is like the only entry left, unless you're catching those all-time low knives. Like, you enter here on this really initial bump. Yeah, but look to get out 75 cents, maybe. If you're smoking crack, maybe you're up here looking for like $1. I don't know. This is absolutely a knife. It is a knife that is at the last train station, the last stop, second to last stop. So, I mean, the right trader could make a play on that, but I would never touch that. That's a knife that is covered in blood. All-time low. 20 cents. Letty, what's up, Anto? Bitcoin Cash has been doing all right. Here, Bitcoin Cash, and pull both of them up. I know Bitcoin Cash was doing pretty well. Relatively doing well. Relatively still doing well. Higher low, higher high. Bitcoin Cash looking very, like, I can't lie, looking very bullish. I even tweeted about it back here, early December. I tweeted about this bullishness, this setup. Bitcoin Cash may make a run. Flat top, low, higher low, flat top. Could do it. 1,000, yeah. Look at this, all the way back in 2024. I was looking for it to move to 1,000. Like 2 years later. Could do it. It's not out of the question. Near, dude, you're falling. Falling. Man. I would short near at $2. I probably wouldn't long it here or short it here. Could long it at $1. I don't like this. You're just like in this area. There's nothing to catch you here. There's no strength there. Strength is not near, unfortunately. I mean, yeah, you can see a move to $2 pretty easily. I would likely be looking for a short in that area. 115, you could look for a long. Zeki. We need all the prayers. That's my thoughts. Oh. Oh. Okay. All right. You mixed it up here. Talked about taking a short here at 527. Damn, I hate it when I'm right about shorts. Did this short print? Short printed. We did it. We did it, boys. We printed it. We nailed it. 393 to 528. Look at this shit. Look at this fucking TA. Fire, dude. 527 went to 550. Took the short back to 393. There it is. Boom. Boom. That's fire. We nailed it. What's next? I'm sure that's, you can hit back trades, and the question will always be what's next. 393 is obviously closer to a long than a short. I think maybe I play it like this. Back to 527. Honestly though, I don't like it. I don't like this rejection. What I was looking for here was the back test here, mid 400s, and to continue the climb. I don't like that. What happened now is you are setting up for a lower high. So maybe we bring this down a little bit. 3.35 to 1. 2 to 1. Don't love it. I'm going to be cautiously bearish on ZEC until it's back above 527. Oh god, I hope Monero didn't do that. My baby, please no. Hey, let's fucking go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh my god, I foon sped everyone, Monero. You're on a platter. I've given you Monero on a platter. A free games. Look at that shit. Oh yeah, that feels good. That feels so good. We hit this over and over and over again. All that's left from Monero is all-time high. The current state of the market, I can't imagine how that would happen. Like I don't get it at all. Some kind of video to the little group I'm in. Not gonna watch it right now, but love you, Ray. I don't get the scenario that this is gonna happen in. Doesn't feel like it. It doesn't feel right. The chart is screaming for it, but the environment is not. And at this point, as much as I still think it I'm still betting on it. I feel like maybe this is what's gonna happen, right? And then it's like next cycle. I might sell the Monero I bought at 350 at 500. Or maybe I'll just get my principal out. Maybe I'll sell half of it or whatever. I don't know. This chart just... How does this go down? I'm not sure. What's up, 𝐿𝐴𝐿𝐴𝐿? Z Pirates Jr. I missed some subscribers. Anto. Hell yeah, we got some subscribers. If you're out there and you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to smash that button. Sign up with our exchange partners in the video description below. FEMX and BYD5. Anybody can sign up anywhere. No restrictions. Check it out. Links in the video description below. We've gained 7 subscribers on this live. Woo. It's Friday. It's Friday. Bitcoin's not doing anything. It's Friday. It's Friday. We can go do fun stuff later. Helium miner's still running. Let's go. Check your bags. I think HNT has not been doing great though. But I mean, it's running. Doesn't your cost is like nothing, right? I remember when I told Pickle he should take profit on Helium at $10. Whoo boy, whoo boy, he did, and he nailed it. It doesn't look great, but again, I mean, you're not really buying it. You're just like acquiring it. It's kind of like staking it. Happy Friday, brother. XRP did break its 21 high, yeah, by like single-digit percents. ETH did too, again by like single-digit percents. Almost nothing happened in 2025. Nothing. Only like Bitcoin really broke its all-time high. BNB did the best, I think, out of all of the alts. Probably, I don't know if it actually beat Bitcoin all-time high to all-time high. Probably did, might have, but outside of that, virtually nothing. Thanks for the analysis. Thank you. On my way out. Appreciate you, bro. The Zek team gave up. That makes no sense, though. Zek was finally doing well. Why did they give up? I feel like that's probably not true. Like, I'm not doubting that that is what. I have no doubt that articles say that, but why would that make sense? If that's the case, fam, if it's true that the Zek team quit. And I guess even, honestly, even just fundamentally because the articles say it. Probably a long, dude. That is fresh FUD. Did not bring you to like crazy lows or anything. But why would they give up? Zek, here's like the crazy part when I think about this. The Zek team gave up. And again, you know, I'm sure that's what, I'm sure people have. And I'm sure that's what the articles are saying. But in what reality does a dev team do this for 10 years and then give up here? Are you following me? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't clock. What? You're a piece of shit. Sorry. I have Zek. And I don't hate Zek. Zek is up there. It's closer to the coins I like than the rest of the space. But you're a piece of shit that never did anything, finally did something, and then you quit? I don't believe it. I don't believe it for a second. No, I don't believe it. Doesn't make any sense. Nope. I don't know the truth. I don't know the reality, but I'm telling you that doesn't make sense. Took the money and ran, but they already took the money and ran. They already did that. I don't know, dude. Something's up with that. Look me in the eye and tell me that makes any sense. You gave up here. You didn't give up here. You didn't give up in 2024 in June when your coin was down 98% from its high in 18. I don't know about that. You gave up here after from that low it rallied 2,400%. You gave up here. No. Nope. It's a show. Chart disagrees. Chart says nah. I don't know. Something's weird. Something ain't right. Doesn't add up. I don't believe it. Project has nothing to do with the tradable asset anyway. Yeah, well, it's like the same way the core dev cores and Bitcoin. Like, no, but more so because the devs, like, there was a foundation like tax in the beginning, so more so than Bitcoin. But no, dude, that doesn't make sense. No, it don't add up. The chart tells me that we will hear more about this in the future. That's what the chart is telling me. Anyway, it's the weekend. Bitcoin is looking like shit and moving slow. We should enjoy our weekend. If Bitcoin breaks down, starts dumping, we'll be live again, emergency style. If it starts pumping, we'll be live emergency style. And if it does nothing as it's doing, we will be live on Monday. I appreciate you guys tuning in today. I appreciate you continuing to tune in as it's been boring. I'm going to find ways to make this interesting, whether it's covering other things. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I appreciate you guys. Please keep doing it. stay in it. I have not lost faith. I've not lost hope that excitement is right around the corner. I haven't. I'm gonna be bullish. I'm gonna keep waiting. And whether I'm only waiting a few hours or years, I don't care. I'll be here. Hopefully you guys will be here with me. Let's end it for today. Go have fun. Go have some drinks tonight. Take care of yourself. Get your mind off this gibberish, right? Charts will be here when you get back. Keep an eye on Monero. Keep an eye on all of the metals that we just talked about. ASMR? No. Where is it? ASML. Looking good. More to come. Very much watch aluminum, actually. Jump in the Discord, discord.gg/TomCrown. Make sure you subscribed, liked, tune in, notifications on. I'm going to be publishing a new free trading lesson in our video course. Probably this weekend or Tuesday, I don't know. Bitcoin's like on the verge now of breaking down again as I turn the stream off, which is, it heard me. Go ahead. There it is. Ta-da.